Morning everybody, it's Dharma here to do a daily spread for you. We're going to start with the fixed signs today. This is for January 20th, 21st, however your time zone works out. And this is a daily short, okay? So we are starting with Taurus for the day. So what do we have for Taurus? I'm using the Brian Froud's Fairies Oracle. I'm like, yippee. It's the fairy that was kissed by the pixies. That's love given is loved received. She's just, it kind of feels like everything's a little bit mirrored for Taurus today. Everything's kind of reciprocated. You walk down the street and you're like, hey, and they're like, what's up? And then you go wherever and you're like, yay, and they're like, hey. And it's, you know, think I'll go for a walk outside now. Oh my God, I wish I was a Taurus. Today, ecstasy and joy. I mean, my face hurts. I just saw the topsy-turvets, all right? It's kind of like I have a new perspective on life. Suddenly the grass is greener or snowier. Suddenly the snow is pretty instead of awful. Suddenly quarantine is great. I'm happy for that. You just, whatever. It's. I think I'll go for a walk outside now. I feel like I got a little pep in my step. Okay. And I also feel like it's making Taurus really, really creative. And I don't know if it's because that's just how you feel today or whatever, but there is really positive energy. There's opportunities around. You've got excitement because you're ahead of the pack. Because you've got this drive, this will to do whatever this thing is that you're doing. Moving right along, okay? And it's just, gosh darn diggity great, look at that. You got that beaver. That's a very Taurus card. I mean, they just keep on building the dam. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it doesn't, and then they do their little beaver dance, right? You got the broom. Nobody wants to sweep, but you do because you should. And then when you do, you get to walk outside like, look at all this shit that I accomplished. And I think I got that same vibe yesterday for Taurus too. Was that somebody was like, look at what I did. Look at what I can do, right? Oh, the Tower. Okay. The Tower came out upright, but then these three cards came face down all on top of this happy fairy. So the Magician, Two of Coins, and the Four of Cups. I heard the road less traveled. I feel like I want to, and as a Libra, that might be why I'm doing this, but I feel like I want to justify why it's totally okay for this one here, whether it's a male or female, to do-wah-diddy, dum-diddy-do. Talk about practice what you preach. Fucking, that's how you manifest. This one here has a right to strut a little bit. Because even though it was hard, they kept juggling and they kept manifesting and they kept doing whatever it was that they were supposed to do, like the beaver. And then they finally reached this climax like they were supposed to. Look at me now. How do you like me now? Right? But then you had the Knight of Swords in reverse with the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Like, I want to talk about unmanifesting due to divaism. Humbleness, my friends. A little bit of humble pie, okay? Six of Swords, Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. Yeah, just move on from any kind of mental block that you have. It's okay to feel good about yourself, right? It doesn't even have to be another person. It could be someone coming towards you and they've got like a tear in their eye. But I also kind of just want to be like, it's really okay to love yourself. Just Don't push other people away, but you deserve it. That's why all this came out. Like I said, I feel like I want to justify why it's okay for them to have a little pep in their step, and you should. But you might have some haters. That's all. But whatever. It's never lonely at the top because there's always people who want to see what you're doing. Right? Right. Okay, that was for Taurus. Who do we have next? Leo is up next for Leo. Somebody is leaving somebody behind. That is straight up, look at that. I mean, that imagery, that's just what they're doing. Almost like being spiritually ripped away from this person, because they're sitting there, they're kind of a gloomy guys or whatever. It does talk about unconditional giving, but someone is still yet being pulled away, and they're not chasing. She's just sitting there thinking about something else anyways. The light bulb. I think that somebody does have an epiphany on this day about maybe somebody's real intentions or how they've been actually feeling, or, you know. And then you have the dolphins. And don't worry. They might, like, these two people might have a hard time getting along, okay? And whenever that happens, this one here leaves in the night and then goes to their friends, right? They just go and hang out with their friends. But and this feminine's just like, whatever. But the swans and the crow and the clock, it's happening like this on purpose. That's what I'm saying. Someone gets this light bulb about some kind of secret or whatever, and it moves a mountain. What's the crow? Because the crow is the event. The moon, Ace of Swords, like just after 2, the World, Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups. What's that one? Strength. Ace of Cups, 6 of Cups. Somebody might even just be having a really bad day. You know what I mean? Like they feel like this. Like the weight of the world is really heavy on them and they just kind of like can't see through whatever. But then they get this idea, light bulb, I should go and visit my friend. They make me feel better. But it would turn out that there's this leap of faith, all right? Somehow or other, it's turning out that this person is actually a soulmate. These are all 2s, 6, 2, 2, and 5, 5. And I was like, well, what's the crow? And it's like the truth. Like the moon is illuminating the things that were in the dark, and what was in the dark was how somebody actually feels. Or what they think, right? Ace of Swords. Page of Pentacles. So, out of nowhere, 6 of Cups. They just randomly decide, like, I need my... I might be while they're at work. 6 of Coins, probably at work. They make the judgment to reach out to somebody and set a date. They want to go. Both of these cards are heavy movement, right? It does look like just being driven to go somewhere, a leap of faith, whatever. That also, I think that says whatever, or it says so what. They're just gonna do it. It's like I need to be around someone that's happy. Because they're not happy with what they've got going on right now. 5 of coins in reverse, 10 of cups in reverse, 6, they're not. They want happy and loving and like it's also Leo energy, you know what I mean? Like they want for someone to make them feel good about being whatever. And so that's like the crow brings it in. The Star, King of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. So I want to just be like, if you're resonating with Leo just after 2 o'clock, you better look for some kind of text message or something, reaching out, right? All right, who's up next? Aquarius. The Lounge just came out again, but I'm gonna shuffle some more first. So they came out with like this. I can't see what's on the bottom yet. But you start out with Tate and Sylph, and it's very, very, very air sign. It's all in the head, all of it. First they go this way, then they go that way, then they go this way, then that way, and they really, really, really believe in the direction that they're going in, and then they change their mind again. Over and over and over again. Okay? But then you have Mickle and Muckle. There is somebody around this particular masculine that makes them blush. Okay? They might be naked. They can't help but look at this person. This person might be flighty. Okay? They might be all over the place. Little Craytown. They might just be really air sign. They might be magical, like a fairy. Okay? And this one here is watching this go on. He's looking at it like you're extra. Super extra, but he likes it. Okay, that's a mixed blessing. And then you have this new beginning. It's the Maiden. And then Lust. It's like it turns from, oh my God, you're adorable. What are you? You little fairy creature. You're a gift, right? To all of a sudden it's like, I have to have that. I have to have it. It's my precious. Or somebody, whoever this is, okay? They're like, this is it. This was the thing that I was waiting for. How come I didn't see that before? I'm obsessed. Well, and then you have, it's karma. That's why it's energy calling. The energy's calling, I guess. I would, if I could title this, that's what I would call it. Divine timing, that's my point. It's like the fairy godmother came in, like they weren't paying attention to what they were supposed to be looking at, and the fairy godmother was like, pay attention. And then they did, and what they saw was this whole life full of potential that they never noticed before, and now they're like, I'm obsessed with you. I don't know, Rider, so they reach out, they just go ahead and go for it. Fuck it, let's do this, right? Might be a Pisces. communication. But it's also romantic and dreamy. I'm saying it's less like it feels like that, but it's very, very, it's also very dreamy. Like they're overcome. Here's the heart. They're in the two, that's what I'm saying. It started out like this, and now it's all of a sudden like they snapped out of the dreamy part where they were like, yeah, that would be perfect, blah, 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 fantasy land. And then they snap out of it and go to, I need to attain this right now. Like right now, before it's too late. The anchor. Right, exactly. So what's this communication about? Set like 4 o'clock. Temperance. Very carefully reaches out to this queen who is the Queen of Cups, receptive, might be a Pisces. What do they say? Queen of Cups. Okay. They spew a whole bunch of bullshit that winds up meaning Ace of Rods, Two of Cups, and the Tower. And what I mean by they spew a whole bunch of bullshit is they kind of do the thing where they were going back and forth anyway. Alright? It's like they explained what all the holdup was. But then they're like, long story short, are you about it? And this fairy's like, yeah, of course I am. Right? So let's do Scorpio. It's last. My disc here is only big enough to hold 20 minutes worth, so I'm hoping that it doesn't cut me off. So this is Scorpio. Being grounded. Receptive. This is somebody wants to love Scorpio. Like, I just want to, like, will you just let me in? And Scorpio has sticky feet. The Sun. It's ego-based, but it's also reason over instinct. Like, I think I might know better. It might just be better if I keep my distance. But there's also... I'm not going to read that energy today. I'm not doing third party today. No, thank you. Keeping my distance. The Empress. Maintaining integrity. The Owl. Plus, I think that there is an indication here that there's somebody who, like, the cross, they have there's someone here who doesn't want to ruin something. So they think the best thing is to keep their distance. Even though they're magnetized, the new beginning would just be far too complicated. It would be too complicated. Long story short. And they don't even want to... Yeah, Queen of Rods. They're starting out as the other person, and it's Five of Pentacles. I feel like I think we were talking about this yesterday too. Somebody was mad and they were trying to reach out because somebody put an end to a third party thing. Four of Swords. It's really weighing on this person. I think somebody's nervous that they're gonna lose their house, home, whatever. Because this is like an earth sign or someone, and they're pissed. Alright? I gotta cut it short. I'm sorry. You guys know how I feel about doing Scorpio readings, but also because I don't want the video to cut off on it. So, that is all I have for fixed signs today. The links, or if you check in the box below, there will be links for all of the other signs as soon as I get them uploaded, and the weeklies are coming up, and also
Don't forget to check us out for the dailies. Till next time.